Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make a very beautiful striped sweater. This sweater is Pinterest inspired, and I'll also teach you how to customize this sweater to fit whatever size you're making it for. For materials, I'll be making use of a 3mm hook and 5-ply milk cotton yarn. You'd also need a measuring tape, scissors, and stitch markers. So for the yarn and the hook, you can make use of any yarn or any hook you have available. Just make sure you stick to your measurement. For my sweater, I made use of a fingerling yarn, which is this. It is very thin and lightweight. I won't be using this to teach this tutorial because I feel you all won't be able to see what I'm doing clearly. That's why I'm opting to use the 5-ply milk cotton yarn because it's much thicker and you can see what I'm doing clearly. So let's get into the tutorial. The first important thing you need to do is to take your measurements. Now you have to wrap the tape around the fullest part of your bust. I'll be leaving a diagram on the screen that teaches you how to do that. After you've gotten your full bust measurement, the next thing is to figure out how wide you want your sweater to be. Now, if you want your snug, you can add from 3 inches to 5 inches to your full bust measurement. If you want yours oversized, you add 8 inches to 12 inches to your full bust measurement. For me, my full bust measurement is 36 inches. I added 8 inches and that gave me a total of 44 inches. Once you have your own figure, divide it by 2. 44 divided by 2 is 22. So the measurement for the foundation chain of my front and back panel will be 22 inches. So do your own little calculation and we'll start up the project. Now we're going to start by making a slip knot. Then you're going to make a total number of chains that measure up to the figure you got after the little calculation. For my own sweater, I made a total of 85 chains, but for this tutorial, I'll be making a total of 10 chains. Just stick to your measurement and follow my instructions on how to make each row and you would achieve the same panel as mine. So now, once you have your total number of chains made for your size, chain 4 extra. And you're going to turn your work to the back like this. You'll notice we have tiny bumps at the back of our chain, and that's where we're going to be working into. Skip 5 chains and into the 6th you make a treble crochet. And to make a treble crochet, yarn over 2 times, insert your hook into the back loop of your 6th chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So we're going to make 1 treble crochet into each and every tiny bump of each chain till we get to the last chain for the row. So I've worked till I got to my last chain and I want to teach you guys how to finish up. So this is how your last chain should look like. Don't work into the slip knots that you made. It doesn't count as a stitch. And that's it for row 1. If you noticed, I didn't finish up my treble crochet. I just left it like this with 2 loops on my hook. Now we're going to go in with our second color. So now go in with your second color like this, yarn over and pull through. So you're going to leave out this loose end here. You can decide to tie it later on, or you hide it with your darning needle. So chain up 4 and turn your work. This chain 4 counts as 1 treble crochet. So you're going to yarn over 2 times, skip the very first stitch here, go into the next, and you make a treble crochet. So we're going to make 1 treble crochet into each and every stitch till we get to our very last stitch here. So guys, I've worked till I got to my very last stitch here. I forgot to tell you all to cut out the excess yarn from row 1. And now let's finish up row 2. Yarn over 2 times, and you're going to place a treble crochet into the 5th chain of your starting chain. So you can start counting from the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So insert your hook into the 5th chain, then you make a treble crochet. So I'm going to change up colors here again, and this is optional. If you don't want to change up your color, you can continue with the color you have already on your hook. For row 3, we're going to attach our yarn again the way I taught you, and chain up 3, turn your work, and now you're going to skip the very first stitch, go into the next, and we'll be making a double crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now we're going to make 1 double crochet into each and every stitch till we get to the very last stitch. So now to finish up, we're going to make a double crochet into the 4th chain of our starting chain. So remember to count from the bottom. And this is where we're going to stop in this short demo. Now, our sweater is made up of 2 row repeats, which is the treble and double crochet row repeats. So however you decide to stripe yours depends on your own taste. Let me show you mine. This is what I mean by you can play around with yours. Sometimes I would make my treble row repeats twice, then I'll follow up with a double crochet row, then I'll make 1 row of treble crochet, and I'll make 1 row of double crochet. So you can decide to play with the row repeats in whatever way feels visually appealing to you. Since I was recreating a Pinterest top, I decided to follow theirs. So do yours, make 2 panels, and come back, let's attach. When you're done with your rows and you want to finish up, chain up 1 and you cut. This is how you finish up. Now let's attach our panels together. So now we're going to be attaching both panels together, and we'll start from the neckline. I would advise that you place one of your panel around your neck to determine how wide you want your neckline to be or how snug you want it to be. Then use your stitch marker and map out your neckline like I did for my second panel here. So let me give you my measurements. My neckline measures 11.5 inches, and one important thing you need to know is the number of stitches you leave out on this side should be the same with the number of stitches you leave out on this side as well. So I left out 22 stitches on this side and placed my stitch marker on the 23rd stitch, and I did the same for this side as well. So once you've mapped out your neckline, you would do the same thing on your second panel. To attach, I'll be starting from this side of my top. Insert your hook into the last stitch on one panel. So my last stitch here is the chain 4 starting chain. I'll insert my hook into the top and into the top of the second panel. Insert your hook, attach your yarn, and you're going to tie to secure. So insert your hook back into both stitches, yarn over and pull through, chain up 1. Okay, so now we're going to be making slip stitches into each and every stitch of both panels till we get to where we placed our stitch marker. So insert your hook into the next stitch on this panel and into the next stitch on the other panel, and you make a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through, then you pull the second loop you have on your hook through the first loop. And that's how you make a slip stitch. So make a slip stitch into each and every stitch till you get to your stitch marker. To finish up, insert your hook into the very last stitch. That's the stitch you placed your stitch marker on both sides. Then make your slip stitch. Chain up 1 and cut. And this is how you finish up. So you're going to repeat what you did here for the other side here as well. I've already done mine, and would attach the sides of our top together. In order to do that, you have to first map out your armhole. So this varies, it depends on how wide you want your sleeve to be actually. And I don't want my sleeve too wide, and I don't want it snug either. So I'll be making my armhole 7.5 inches. Once you've measured out yours, place a stitch marker. And now you're going to count the amount of rows you skipped on this side and skip the same amount of rows on here. Place a stitch marker. Do the same for both panels on this side as well. So now I'm going to start attaching from this side of my top. We would attach from the bottom up to where we placed our stitch marker. Insert your hook into the bottom stitch here and into the bottom here as well. And you're going to yarn over and pull through. Tie to secure. So we're basically going to be attaching with slip stitches just like we did for the neckline. Insert your hook back in to the bottom of both panels and you make a chain. So what I like to do is, into the sides of the treble crochet stitches, I like to place at least 3 to 4 slip stitches. Then in the sides of the double crochet stitches, I place from 2 to 3 slip stitches, 2 to 3 slip stitches into the sides like this. So just attach with slip stitches till you get to your stitch marker. So now to finish up, insert your hook into the part you placed your stitch marker on both sides. And you chain up one. Take out your stitch markers. So do the same for the other side as well. I've already done mine. And turn your work to the front. So the front is the part that doesn't have those slip stitches visible. Okay, now let's start making the sleeves. And I will start from this armhole. So what I like to do is I always look for the last bump created by the slip stitches I used to join the sides, and this is mine here. Insert your hook into that bump, and you're going to yarn over and pull through. Tie to secure. This is how our work is looking like. Insert your hook back into the bump, then yarn over and pull through. Chain up 4, and this is if you're starting your first row with the treble crochet repeats. If you're starting your first row of your sleeve with a double crochet repeats, you chain up 3 instead. So now we're going to start working into the sides of the armhole. How I do mine is into the side of the treble crochet rows, which is this, I'll make 3 stitches, and into the sides of the double crochet row I would make 2 stitches. Since I have the treble, first I'll be making 3 treble crochet into the side. So into the next row, this is also a treble, I'll make 3 stitches as well. So now I'm at the double crochet row. I'm going to make 2 treble crochet into the side. So just do this all the way around till you get to your last row. So now to finish up, you're going to slip stitch into the first chain of your starting chain. Attach your new yarn as if you're changing up colors. Then you cut out the yarn, the excess yarn you have. From your row 1, chain up 4, and this is because my row 2 is the treble repeats. Turn your work, skip the very first stitch here, go into the next, and you make a treble crochet. Then we're going to make 1 treble crochet all the way around till we get to our starting chain here. So now to finish up, I'm going to make my last treble crochet stitch into here and slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your starting chain to join. So going with your 3rd color, attach your yarn, cut out the excess yarn, and since this is a double crochet row, I'm going to start by making 3 chains. Turn your work, skip the very first stitch here, go into the next and you make a double crochet. So now we're going to make 1 double crochet into each and every stitch till we get to our starting chain. To finish up, slip stitch into the 3rd chain of your starting chain. So this is where I'm going to stop for the sleeve. Keep repeating row 2 and 3. You can play around with it like you did for the body of your work to create a unique stripe pattern till you're okay with the length of your sleeve. You can try it on as you walk to determine how long or how short you want your sleeve to be. So I'll make mine off camera, come back and show you guys, give you my measurements, and also tell you how many rows I did. So guys, I'm done with my sleeve. I did a total of 24 rows and this measures 17 inches. Now you can make yours longer or you can make yours shorter, that depends on your preference, but I'm okay with this measurement. To finish up, chain up 1 and cut. And now you're going to go ahead and do the same for the other side as well. Make the same number of rows like you made for your first sleeve for the other armhole as well. And this is where we're going to stop the tutorial. Tie your loose ends and try this on. You can also block your sweater if you want to. And I would really love to see pictures and videos of your work. If you ever get to create this sweater, you can send it to me via any of my social media handles. It will really make my day. And if you're also here to like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And for now, bye. Have a lovely day.